2, blast off.
You're now watching two old farts making noises.
Hey, we're here. We're here with the Noosh. How you right there? What are you trying to do, Dave? David disappeared. I like that.
No, it's my virtual violin.
Why do we have a virtual violin today, David?
Oh, because I like the intro music. It makes me think of
music.
gay Paris.
You know, actually,
you're gay Paris, all right, pal. So
yeah, seeing the intro, yeah, I need to find that beautiful polka dot sweater. I have no idea where it is, and all my winter stuff is out. Technically.
Oh my God, are you going to survive?
Why?
Well,
What do you mean? What do you mean by out? What's out mean, Noosh?
Well, meaning
Yes,
out.
what's out?
Like it's
out of the closet, but on bump.
Yeah.
Has it left you and gone somewhere else, or?
I don't blame it. I would leave her and go somewhere else.
Storing things like 2 seasons out of 2 seasons at a time. Kind of. Although I'm donating most of my clothes away because I just have too many and I can't find anything. That's the problem. This is why I don't know where the polka dots are, because I have so many things I don't know where anything is. So
this is a rich person's problem. This is first world problems.
100%. It's 100%.
And so the fact that you and Michael are billionaires and you live in a little town and that no one can find, that's totally fine. But the poor people that are only worth a couple $100 million, they can't relate to this. They can't relate to your, 75,000 square foot mansion, your 50,000 hectares, and your chauffeurs and stuff.
Oh God, that's too big. 75,000.
I got 75,000. Yeah, I need to be separated from the family. Like when I want to be left alone, I need to be left alone. Like going to my own country.
I mean, we do have that actually at our home. Everybody has their quarters, so it's like four quarters within a house. Kind of nice.
I like to make sure that my quarters are like basically to get a hold of me. You have to take the golf cart from the east to the west wing, and then you can find me. That's how I like it. I don't like to. I want to be left alone. I want to be left alone.
It was funny on a Canadian art show because it goes, I go to my ranch, and it's right. Like, it's so big and there are so few people who live in Canada. I think, well, you should come here because it's like if we live. It's one of the most populated places on the planet. So,
Netherlands?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
the Netherlands, they live on top of each other. Literally, they're like this. They're like sandwiches. That's why people go, because they like to be sandwiched.
Yeah, but
that's why they have orgies.
So when we were on Monday, we went downstate with Michael, and we got. Is
that a sexual thing? You went downstate, or did you go down to like Manhattan?
Around Albany, all right, easy there,
all right.
But so we get in the parking lot. Like he found a bagel place, and it's basically a rectangular parking lot, and then all around is just stores, and it's stores that I like, but the experience is just so boring. You get there, you park, and you just go from store to store. Whereas in Europe, you go through the streets and the roads, and it's cute, and you wander around, and you find things. Here, you just park, get everything you need,
Sort of.
Yeah,
a lot of
the
city centers are empty because the rent was just mega and
too high.
People didn't survive COVID. And if you go to a lot of cities, the actual hardcore city centers, they all look the same. They've all got the same shops. So you have to go. You have to hunt around. Certainly here to find little villages and in a lot of places we go to one. We'll probably go one tomorrow until about 5 or 6 clicks down the road. And half of it will be empty because even the small boutique-like shops, they don't get enough traffic. The big chains are just saddled with lots of debt for rent, and the small independent stores are losing out to the Amazons and the Ball.coms of this world.
God, that's so depressing. My God, I'm not going to recognize your soul when I get back. Oh God.
Yeah, you will. There'll still be people laying in the street. No, I mean, listen, with with what's going on in the world, in 5 years you won't recognize it. With all the e-commerce and all this and all that, malls. I'll tell you a funny story. The day after Thanksgiving, right? Black Friday here, and that Friday, Saturday, the malls are supposed to be packed. It's bedlam. You can't get parking. So I had to go to the mall on Friday after Thanksgiving, do something for the wife and the mistress, because you got to get them gifts. It's the way it works. So I took the girlfriend because she knows what they like. So I pulled up to the mall at 10:30 in the morning. I'm figuring I'm going to be parking so far out. I'm going to use an Uber to go to the front door. I got the third spot from the front door.
Wow.
I walked into the mall. I could have rolled. Hey, this will be funny. I could have rolled the Rolls Royce and not hit a soul. Went to the store I had to go to. In and out in 7 minutes. Back in the car. Place is still empty, and left and was home by 11:30. And I'm thinking to myself, this is Black Friday.
Yeah, but it's all online, isn't it? It's all online.
Sure.
It drives us absolutely mad because this thing is sort of washed in from the US. So we have Black Friday week.
We saved your ass in the 40s. When we washed in then, you didn't care, did you?
Well, if you know anything about European history, Stephen, you will know that the first Allied forces to put their boots on Dutch soil were the Canadians.
The British. Oh, that's true. The Canadians, because they got lost. Just so we're clear, they were on a sightseeing tour and they got lost. They didn't know where they were going.
They were fighting the Battle of the Bulge, which they
were
managed
fighting
to win.
some bulge. I'm telling you, because it was cold.
Yeah, the Americans have been losing the Battle of the Bulge since then. But
they came and saved our ass. Yeah. Well, thank God it was good.
Speaking of saving their asses, so today, happy 1st, everybody! Happy 1st of December. This is one of my favorite months of the year because, well, it's Santa's month and the elves and the snow.
I'm sorry. Oh, we're gonna go off on the elves again. Are you looking for midgets again? Is this what we're doing? Little people?
I like to look for people who would like to be elves with me.
Yeah,
it
was a bit of a furore, for want of a better word.
How do you spell it?
Yeah, we weren't allowed. First of all, we found out from Rachel from Social Intercourse, because Rachel's basically a midget. Come on, give me a break. She's like 4 foot nothing. Anyway, she said it's not
Stephen,
midget, it's a little person. I can't say a little person, or I can't say Rachel. Which one?
No, you could.
I don't know. Anyway, so Rachel is a little person. Because she's 4 foot something. I think she's really 5'2", but she'll always be 4 foot something to me. Anyway, so Rachel's a little person, and she said that our show last week was offensive to everybody because she said I used the word midget. Now, I did not realize that midget was a bad word, so we learned on the show last week that it's little person, little people, little person, whatever, right? Little person.
Yeah.
So when you say elf, I still think this is adorable because I remember the movie Elf with Will Ferrell. With Peter Dinklage, I'm like, I don't see the problem here. I don't get it. So here's my question. And this is a terrible question to all the people in general. And I don't care what color you are, what size, whatever. But have we really become a society of pussies that you can't, if you say midget, is it really that offensive? I don't know. I'm just saying. I know the N word, right? We don't use that.
Yeah. Well,
that's offensive no matter what.
It would appear that that word midget has the same sort of impact on that group of people as the N word has on people of color.
Okay.
Cool.
And so it was used because they were in they were putting the freak shows and
right. But
just generally.
So here's my thing: if you're a little person, and I'm being very sincere now when I say this, forgetting Noosh wants to have you as an elf for the holiday season, which I think is very cute.
The whole year.
I'm sorry. If you're a little person and you do see this, or you know a little person, other than Rachel, we would love for you to come on and really tell us your story and your journey. Because I'm fascinated by this and explain to me, because I have friends of color or black friends, okay, and I can ask them, and I know what the N word means. And I'm like, I get it, right? I've read history books, But when the M now word, the Mary word, I don't understand that. And I apologize because I don't see where that's a terrible thing. So I really, for my
Same.
own
I'm an
edification,
educator.
I would love for someone to come teach me. Yeah.
Exactly. I would love that too.
Yeah. But not to go live with Noosh as an elf for a year. That just is freaking crazy. Come on.
No,
That's for Kafka.
listen, everybody hires people for different reasons. You want a CMO or you want a CFO. I want magical, lovely, short people who would love to work with me in my shop and see how beautiful and wondrously lovely that
Are you
would
going to buy them one of those little doll houses to live in, or where are you going to put them up?
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just buy this building and everybody lives together like a happy, making beautiful things, singing family.
Now, do you have to pay full tax on them or half tax?
No,
Just
no, no. Don't.
No, I can clear. Right, I missed
Yeah,
that.
we're back to Snow White again. Really.
No,
If you
seven
want to,
dwarfs, yeah.
I like Snow White. She's
if you
too
want
white.
if you want to watch a fantastic interpretation of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the German heavy metal band called Rammstein, and one of their songs features a video where they're all these guys. It's guys at a band, and they've been sort of filmed so that they're very short in stature. It's very cleverly filmed, and they're all queuing up to be spanked by her.
Oh,
And
God.
and then she herself is not snorting cocaine. Thank you.
Bless you.
She's snorting diamonds because
Bless
she's
you.
got them all working for her, getting these
God.
diamonds out of mines. But I can't remember the name of the song. Rammstein is the name of the band. Very controversial German band.
So she's doing bumps of diamonds. That must be painful.
She's doing, yeah, but it's
David doesn't know what a bump is for Noosh. So.
Yeah, trust me, I do. But so interesting.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I love when I do a bump of diamonds. Anyway, yeah, right. Excuse me. It's snowing in Miami Beach right now, and it's 30. It's 30 Celsius. Anyway, so but anyway, yes, I hope that you can find your little person, and you cannot probably call them as an elf. But maybe you can. I don't know. I don't know if elf is offensive.
Well, maybe it might be their first name, Elf. Elf is like short for Alfred. So it could be Elf with an E, but with an A for Elf. Oh, Elf, how you doing, mate? All right, Elf. Hey, Elfie.
Then I need to put it in my, in my job search that you can only people that are called Elf can apply. It's like this is easy.
Yeah.
No, but wait.
Well,
no,
why don't you just say anybody under? You should.
If they're all called elves, it's too tricky because then they'll all.
I've got the perfect elf for her. We got the perfect elf.
Who?
Well, no. Yeah, well, I give everybody a number. It's so much easier to remember them. Here I got the perfect elf. Next week we'll ask Rachel from Social Intercourse to be on. She's an elf. She's this tall. I've seen her in person. She's perfect. I don't know if she wants to leave Texas, but she could. There you go.
Woods.
Working. Somehow I don't see that happening, but she's an elf.
Somehow, I think if you carry on talking about Alana, she's going to leave the station, Steve. So
no, she knows I love her. Rachel's like the sister I always wanted to pick on. So there you go. No, I love Rachel. She's great.
A little bit of a background, just so you understand how much I like elves. So here, so I have my little elf here on his little tree on the window. Then I have.
All I can see is earrings.
Wait, see it? Another little elf.
Oh, the elf. Are you hanging him? Is he?
Why are you hanging an elf?
Look, has he been committed for murder or something?
Look how cute! And
that's an elf. Oh, I couldn't tell.
Not an elf. That's not an elf.
Not an elf. That's an elf's head.
That's an upside.
Did you behead your elf? Why did you behead your elf?
Oh,
we lost Noosh. Just you and I now, David.
Well, she's had enough of all these elves. Yeah.
I got money.
I think I'll leave as well. Thanks.
I think. I think her phone died. That's funny. Only the Noosh.
I think I might have died. I think I'll come back. Shall I come back now?
Oh, she's back.
I'm back now.
Okay, Noosh is back.
I'll come back.
Hey,
Noosh.
No, I left as well.
David was just going to leave.
I left it.
Yeah, David left as well. So let me see. It looks like you just have elf heads, not an elf body.
Well, because they're flying elves.
Oh,
No, they
okay.
look like ice cream cones on acid.
Yeah, they look weird, but okay.
They look weird. Look
Because they
actually-
look like
Okay.
just, I don't know, they look like giant somethings.
Yeah, they're like
Oh, there's-
psychedelic squid.
Yeah, I like that. They're psychedelic squids. And you don't even have snow where you are. I figured it should be snowing.
Not
Psycho,
yet, not yet, not
Psycho
yet.
Squid. That'll be the name of our new
Psycho
show.
Squid.
Psycho Squid.
I like it. That's the game show we're gonna do.
Psycho squid.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Psycho Squid.
Psycho
Yeah.
squid. And when? Oh my god! No, I can't say it.
Are you
No.
gonna be a guest on our new game show, Noosh?
I mean, sure. If you have, I mean, how do we play?
We have a game show next year. Next year, Kurt from Lost Dollar Business Club is leaving Lost Dollar Business Club. He said there's too many white people on it, and he's gonna go and have his. Are you okay, Dave? He's gonna have his own game show. What's the game show called?
Oh god!
It's called
What's his game show called?
Views Dash.
What?
One more time.
Views Dash. It's the
Views dash.
Yeah, views
Oh,
as in I'm viewing.
VIEWSDASH.
Yeah, as in I'm viewing something.
Dash.
Or
Right.
in this case, in this case actually a point of view, but as that's plural,
Okay.
so it's views.
Oh, it's
So
a views
not
dash.
singular,
Okay.
but- yeah, and a dash is to run towards something with speed. So you have to you have 2 minutes to talk about a dedicated subject.
Ooh.
And the nearer you get to finishing it exactly within the 2 minutes without running like your sentence runs out of time before the bell goes, you get all sorts of extra points. And you also get points taken away if you're a complete dick. So I won't have any points at all. Or if you say
I'm
something
gonna
which
get a
is
negative billion.
I don't understand.
you know, if you
You should come take a look.
well, it's
Can we do a show on
we
midgets?
got-
Sorry, I mean elves, little
fire.
people, whatever.
Little.
No, we wouldn't
people.
because
Okay.
that would be a very short show, Stephen. So that we wouldn't be able to do that.
Do you know that song that Randy Newman wrote back in the 80s called Short People? You know that song was too long? Anyway, go ahead. So, you never heard that? Short
Yeah.
People Got. But that's a great song. I liked it. So I'm just saying,
Yeah,
but it was too long.
well,
Anyway, go ahead.
I suppose it was a good song until you just tried to murder it. But there you go.
Wow. That is really, Randy and I
Do you
are like
live-
this. Wait till he hears.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, anybody called Randy for a first name, I mean, seriously, you know what that means? I mean,
Yes,
hi,
we know
I'm
what that
Randy.
means.
Hi, I'm Randy. Really? Okay.
Noosh,
got
are you
that
holding
one.
your face? Noosh is holding her breath until my face turns blue. So let's see how long this
Yeah.
takes. This could take a while.
Do you know that?
So
do you know
Noosh,
that actually, blowfish.
the
Dolphins
blowfish.
play with blowfish,
I
so
dated his sister.
they get high on the toxin that the blowfish emits when they get like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why dolphins
That's
play
why
with them. So
that's-
they get high. Isn't that funny?
that's where you get all the psychedelic squid from that are inhabiting your shop window.
They're hanging in your store.
Really, a psychedelic squid? I mean, I guess
Yeah,
they're
well, that's.
I guess they're more like gnomes.
It looks like a
gnome?
psychedelic squid to me.
gnome?
Do they
A
look like
gnome?
a canome? Are they? That's what they
gnome.
called?
A canome.
A canome?
Yeah, canome.
Yeah.
They're spelled with a G, but I call them with an N.
It's a
And I
canome.
think I told you the story, by the way. So gnomes were actually hired people by very rich people to live on their land. They had 20 to 30-year contracts. They were not allowed to shower, to speak, and something else, and cut their hair.
Oh,
And they'll just wander
Who?
the forest, gnomes. And the reason
Yeah.
why now we have gnomes on our properties is because the less rich people would make statue of the gnome since they couldn't afford to hire an actual person. But if you'd speak a word or cut your hair in the 20 years, they will just, they'll just fire you and pay you absolutely nothing. So you had to be in the forest
Yeah.
quietly, without showering, without cutting your hair for 20 years at a time.
why would you as a gnome?
Or
be
live
in-
in
what was the
live in
purpose?
downtown LA. It's the same thing, really.
That's true. Same thing.
So
What's the purpose of having a gnome in the forest?
It was something that people wanted to have.
the Germans were really big with the gnomes. That's why when Albert
to have.
brought the gnomes and Christmas trees and all that sort of stuff. And when we were,
Yeah, but does it have a
in our
significance?
riotous student days, We used to, because a
Yeah.
lot of people love putting gnomes in their front garden. We used to go and
Yeah.
collect as many gnomes as we possibly could, and
Yeah, but
then
you
put
see-
them in
Right.
front of people's front doors, and then ring the bell, and then move away. And people would open the door, and there'd be like 20 or 30 gnomes all standing outside of their front door.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, like,
And
nobody knows. Nobody knows
because
where
we were
they're
extremely wicked, we would also kidnap them, and we'd ask people
Yeah.
to leave a bag of jelly babies in the local public telephone box, so they could get their gnomes back.
And would they get
There
their
you go.
gnomes back?
They would if they paid the jelly babies, yeah. If they didn't, they would be punished, but because we would put the gnomes in sexually provocative positions in their neighbors' gardens.
Of course. I love that game. Oh,
And let me see if I get this right.
Yeah.
I say something funny about, or I think is not bad about little people, and you guys
Yeah.
talk about gnomes doing it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But the little people comment is going to
No.
get me in trouble.
They're gnomes.
That's awesome.
They're gnomes.
Could Rachel be a gnome? She's small enough, right?
No.
Rachel could be a gnome. She's
No.
small. No,
No.
she's too big.
No,
Okay.
they're fantasy. They're fantasy objects.
Okay.
no, but the thing is, like, everybody who's putting the gnomes on their gardens and on their lawns, they don't know where it actually comes from. They're actually hired people for rich people to have cool curiosities in their forest. It was a trend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
And then
Like,
you have
you
them just
really?
with
Yeah,
fishing rods.
crazy thing.
Do they have that in the US?
Okay.
Had that in the US? Gnomes? Do people put gnomes in there?
No,
Yeah.
no. We did. We had other trends back in the 17, 18, 1900s. We had bigger. We had other trends with people. We
Oh,
put
you
in the-
mean
in the lawns.
slavery? You mean that was?
Yeah, we
another
had
trend we
slavery.
had.
Yeah, we didn't need gnomes.
Yeah.
We had slavery. Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
crazy.
okay.
I still don't get.
Although now it's modern.
One more
so
time.
Well, it's a bit like having a gnome in a garden, but without a fishing rod. Really.
It was like having a lot in your garden without it. And to this day, I still don't understand how people thought that was okay.
What?
Having slaves. That just still to this day shocks
but-
me. When I read books about it,
No,
I'm
it's because
shocked
they
about it.
didn't consider them to be intelligent enough to have any value other than the physical work that they could produce.
No,
So-
it's
But
a
here's the
commodity.
strange thing about that. If you read books about that history, the slavery and whatnot, and you realize that the people that you bought the slaves from, I'm talking about where they originated from, they would be like a king would conquer another king or another tribe.
Yeah, and take
And
slaves.
a black gentleman would take the same black people, make them slaves and sell them to the white people. So
Yeah.
the white people, the Europeans buying them from the African chiefs, if you will, or the warlords that were black, they thought they had intelligence, they had whatever. But then all of a sudden, the people in the boat that lost came to the States or wherever they got sent to. They thought they were dumb, and they were probably smarter than the people they were working for. I still, to this day, don't get that. I don't
It's a
understand why
commodity. It's a commodity of war because the Vikings
I get
did
that
it.
part.
The Romans did it. It was
Yeah,
just
but the Romans treated their
needed-
slaves with respect. Actually, they treated the Vikings too. They actually, even Genghis Khan and Attila the Hun, when he would conquer, he would say you could be part
Oh,
of
yeah.
us. He didn't enslave you.
Yeah.
If you didn't want to be part of them, then he would kill you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, enslavement by definition is not cricket. Let's
Marriage?
put it that way.
I'm sorry, what?
The etymology of the word is. I never checked.
What?
And then actually, yeah, I have a lot of cool fun facts for you of what happened on the 1st of December across the century.
Okay, tell us what's going on the
Uh-huh.
1st of December so we can get off the gnome, little people, and slavery subject for the fans.
See,
That's what they're
slaves.
tuning in for, Stephen. Good quality, whatever.
No,
Good
yeah.
quality history lesson.
Let's see. There's a lot of very depressive things that happen on the 1st of December. Out of 200 things, I
Okay.
picked up 17 because it's only about war and who invaded who and Hitler's first assistant. Oh, Jesus. But
All right, tell us all about it. The camera's on you, Noosh. Tell us all about it.
in 1822, Franz Liszt, aged 11 years old, debuts as
Nice.
a pianist in Vienna. 11 years old. Unbelievable. 1884, the Society of Independent Artists hold their first exhibition in Polychrome Pavilion in Paris, including Georges Seurat piece that is called Bathers at Agnières. Well, I should have brought a picture
David's
for that.
balls are going to melt. You're speaking French.
1887, Sherlock Holmes first appears in print in Study in Scarlet by Arthur Conan Doyle. That's for you, Stephen. 1909, the first Israeli kibbutz was founded. By whom? Well, Dagania Aleph. Anyway, that's for America. 1913, the Ford Motor Company institutes world's first moving assembly line for the model, the Model T Ford.
Excuse me. Can I tell you something else that happened on December 1st about 30 seconds ago that you don't even know?
I said
Sandra Day O'Connor. Okay. Sandra Day O'Connor, the first woman of the United States Supreme Court, passed away about 30 minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
She was 93 years old. So there you go. On December 1st, 2023.
What's her
She's
name?
gone looking for
Gnomes. She's going to look for gnomes.
no. She's gone looking for Henry Kissinger.
Harry Potter. Henry Kissinger, who passed away a few days ago too. Yeah. Today on December 1st, Sandra Day O'Connor, the first woman of the United States Supreme Court, is dead at 93. Wow. There you go. So continue with your December. I just thought I would give you that latest news break because you were talking about things that happened on December.
It's not the latest. It was 30 minutes ago, so you can give up, Bingo.
That's the latest you're going to get comparing to what Noosh is reading. So.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That's
Noosh is reading stuff that's 200 years old.
And by the way, Arthur, Conan Doyle stole the idea of Sherlock Holmes from Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Not cool.
Yeah.
Because he wrote, I think it was a Murder in the Rue Schmore.
Could he have been writing the books? I mean, like, Edgar had his own thing going on. He couldn't have written all of it. There's so many hours in the day.
No, well, if you read, was it Murder in the Rue Morgue, or what is the fictitious murder story of a very beautiful woman and her mother got murdered in a brutal way in France. And the way that it's written,
only in
and
France,
all the clues,
French,
and all the clues. Well, we think it's in, and all the clues and everything which are in the books. About 10 or 15 years later, Conan Doyle came up with the idea of Sherlock Holmes, and it's virtually cut and paste. But there you go. That's an interesting fact for you.
Okay. All right. Well, there's another interesting fact for you, my dear, with your beautiful accent. Nancy Astor. In 1919, Lady Nancy is sworn in as the first female member of the British Parliament.
Ooh,
what else we have? 1921, the first U.S. helium-filled dirigible makes its first flight. That's for the Frenchies. 1924, La Révolution surréaliste publishes its first issue in Paris, edited by André Breton. 1924, back to America. George Gershwin and Ira Gershwin's first collaboration musical Lady Be Good, featuring siblings Fred Astaire and Adèle Astaire, as a brother and sister dance team, opens at the Liberty Theater in NYC and runs for 330 performances. Holy mackerel. That's a lot.
One day? It must have been tired after that.
Not in one day.
Yeah, I think they were.
Oh, okay, sorry.
All right, 1929. So that's going to be, in 5 years, we're going to celebrate 1 century of the invention of the game of bingo.
Bingo.
Bingo. Bingo.
Yeah. Bingo.
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 Ed Lowe.
Did they also invent chicken wings as well? Because a lot of people who play bingo get free chicken wings.
Really?
Yeah, they get that a lot. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Chicken wings and bingo?
Yeah.
Everybody knows that, Noosh. Come on, chicken wings, bingo, no teeth, beer. There's a whole thing that goes on when you play.
A lot of elderly ladies who play bingo get chicken wings. Yeah, or they had them before they started playing bingo.
That.
How do you like your chicken wings, people? Extra crispy?
On my plate.
Well, preferably, to be honest, I would prefer them on the chicken.
South of my mouth. Yeah. This is a crazy show. Hey, Noosh, guess what next week is going to be? I won't be here, but you'll be here with David. Maybe Vicky will join, but next week is Hanukkah.
Oh my God, that's great.
It's always Hanukkah. Every show I'm on is Hanukkah. I mean, who is this Hanukkah?
Well, that's because you get French read to you and it melts your balls.
Ooh,
like
another cool thing that happened on 1st of December. In 1953, Hugh Hefner publishes the first edition of Playboy magazine featuring Marilyn Monroe as her first centerfold.
Wow. Very nice.
yeah.
Is he still alive, Hugh?
No,
You
he's dead.
Mr. Hefner has passed away, I think 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, his son has
He was like
taken
90.
over the empire.
oh, that's right.
His son or his daughter.
Yeah.
His daughter Christina's been running it forever.
Yeah, I read everything about his son, but there you go.
Wow.
I know.
That's
He
very cool,
started
Noosh.
seeing everything that was coloured. Everything was. He had blue vision at the end. They said.
Did you
Oh,
know that?
wow, sure, because of the pills.
Did you know that,
Yeah.
that in 1960, Paul
Yeah.
McCartney and the drummer Pete Best were arrested and deported from Hamburg, accused for what? Attempted arson. I didn't know
You
that.
know what?
Yeah.
That explains a lot about him. I never liked him. Never trusted that guy.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Paul?
Yeah.
He's a sweetheart.
Pete Best.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean the Beatle that got away.
Yep, that's true. The Beatle that got away.
Ooh. King speaks with Hoover in 1964 for the first time about his
Was he crazy? Why is he talking to a vacuum cleaner?
Yeah, why would he talk to a vacuum cleaner? I don't understand that.
Actually, well, no, it is. I mean, that's true for the CIA. I mean, that's actually kind of fitting. Like he sucks in all the people, all the bad people.
Yeah.
So he's a
I mean,
vacuum.
was
He
that
sucks
was
all
that
the
actually
bad
his
people,
name?
Noosh? Why would he suck all the
Was
bad
it-
people? That's just crazy.
Was that actually his name? Was he actually his name was Mr. Vacuum Cleaner, but he said my friends call me Hoover. Is that what it was?
No,
Lord.
but by the way, you know, so we do have somebody who lives with us, who worked with Hoover directly in the FBI.
He was also in the vacuum cleaner business.
Yeah. He knew the guy that wore a dress? No kidding.
1967, Queen Elizabeth II inaugurates the 98-inch Isaac Newton telescope. No,
Right.
just
Okay.
Well,
I got one for you.
Did-
December 1st, here we go. December 1st, 1990 at 11 a.m. The English Channel was finally opened, and the English Channel
they met.
was first.
no,
I have it.
Excuse
I
me.
have
I know. Wait.
The
And
English channel was not
first.
finally opened. Not finally opened.
Oh, they
The
drilled the
English
first
channel was
hole.
finally opened.
Okay. Anyway, the tunnel, and here
They
and the
met in the
first
middle.
the Channel Tunnel. I'm sorry, David. The Channel Tunnel. But I will tell you this: the one who suggested the tunnel was suggested in 1802 was Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh wow.
That's right. Quite a few people tried it.
What I mean,
Yeah.
wow. A century earlier. I mean, that was bold. I mean, suggestion was great, but I guess they didn't have. I mean, I have some suggestions too. You know, I mean, well, we can.
For
do
the
Bet you
channel.
do.
Have you ever been through the channel? Anybody?
No.
I have.
An experience.
I
have.
haven't.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's
I couldn't
very
go
cool.
anywhere with my Russian passport. All my weekends in
Well,
London, I
you
couldn't
know,
go because
No, because
'Cause
you're not
you're a
welcome.
Russian.
'Cause you're,
That's what happens.
You're Russian. Yeah.
I need a visa everywhere.
Yeah.
Fun. I can go
You
freely.
say this, are you Russian? You say no. I can wait.
What?
Hey, do you have this in your day of history? Rosa Parks on December 1st, 1955 is jailed for not giving up her seat on a bus.
Yes.
That
Okay.
is significant.
I know on which website you are. You are on this day. Yes.
No, I'm
Liar.
not. I'm on a different one.
Yeah.
No.
Can I say?
says-
Here's one for you.
Oh, wait.
Here's one
Maybe you.
for
Oh, sorry. You
On-
are. It says history.com/this day in history. Sorry
Yeah.
about it.
Yes,
On this-
day,
Hey,
I
you-
have all the things you see.
On
here.
this
Go ahead.
day, December the 1st,
Yeah.
I'm
Uh-huh.
on this show.
There you go. Exactly.
Find
That's
out on the
what-
internet. Find out on the
related-
internet.
Oh, December 1st, 2016, French President François Hollande announces he will not seek a second term and is the first
gonna say,
time
did
that a
not have
modern
sex with that
French
woman.
leader did not do so. Rightfully
Did not
so.
Yeah.
have sex with a woman.
I got you
Totally.
one. On this day in 1940, Richard Pryor was born.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
What?
Mrs. Pryor.
The one of the funniest comics in the world. You don't know who he was? Wow.
That's probably why
that
I
was
didn't
prior
hear
to her.
Talk
it
to the
was-
hand.
Stephen, it was prior
Yeah.
to her time. Prior.
Bum, bum. Thank you.
what can I
I
say?
like it.
Yeah,
I like
what
it.
else?
That's very good. What else you got, Noosh?
That was 2 years ago. President Biden and First Lady Biden host their first state dinner at the White House with President Emmanuel Macron and Brigitte Macron. I don't know why that's relevant, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're both.
French
That
people,
was
who
all
cares?
three. All three people of age then.
I
But
have
she's
one.
considerably older
Yeah.
than Mr. Macron.
Yeah, no. Anyway,
She's
2012,
yeah.
ex-England soccer captain David Beckham leaves LA Galaxy triumphantly
David Beckham.
with a second MLS Cup winner medal after a 3-1 win. Blah blah blah. Final game of a 6-year stint in the US. Well, I try to be a little bit for everybody. It's not that I follow
And then
this.
he left.
I got
and
you
then
one.
Now he's
This
he's
day-
bought Miami.
This day he went to Miami and makes $1 billion a day now. So this day in 1913, Henry Ford installs the first moving assembly line for mass production of the.
We've had that.
Oh, you said
We've
that?
had that.
Oh my God!
I really think I listened to what.
I mean, are you actually on
I
this?
listen to
Are you
everything-
actually on this show?
I listen to everything you
Steve?
say, Noosh.
Is he on this show, Noosh?
1994.
No.
The man
Yeah.
Is he on
by
this show?
Robert Schumann of his second symphony sells for $2.3 million, a record for any 19th century
Wow.
work at an auction in London, England. Should I be transitioning in 2024 finally for my British accent or whatever?
Are you trying to do something right now that we're missing? Are we missing something?
I really want to be British accented.
British
You want to be British accents? Oh wow. Okay. Oh my God. She wants to be a British accents.
Pills. Give me some British pills, please.
Hey, Noosh, we're almost done because it's almost time. But I'm looking at this news site that you don't have. This is very. Oh, look at this! I got a whole bunch of stuff.
Noosh, just wait. He's going to tell us stuff you've already told us. So put your humor in.
No, I'm not going to tell you that.
It's an age thing.
How about Paul McCartney and Pete Best get arrested in here? No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. I'm looking at this. Oh, the first draft lottery in the United States was held since World War II in 1969 on December 1st. There you go. Something different.
And that's important to who? I mean, really? I mean, getting arrested, that's reasonably important. And Isaac.
All right, here's all the
Isaac
people that were born. King of Louis VI of France was born in 1081, if you will.
Yeah,
okay. Well, let me see if somebody you are interested in.
They should have not
There's
gone
a porn
to bed
star
that early,
here.
his parents.
Oh my God.
Yeah, really. Here we go. Oh, what the?
How about Jim Nesbitt was born in 1931? And he's just fading. Richard Pryor, we did. I'm trying to find somebody that you guys would appreciate. How about Pablo Escobar was born in 1949?
Oh.
There you go. That one I knew you'd like. Let me see. What do we have coming up here?
All right,
you want to see? You want to know who died on December 1st, other than Sandra Day O'Connor?
No, not interested.
Pope? Really? You're not interested in dead people? Okay.
No.
Listen, I see what's going on here.
That's about as near as we can get to it.
Okay, I can see that this is going absolutely nowhere. This show has no social or moral values, which is why I like it. So,
all right, you lovely people.
For all our Jewish listeners, if you've made it this far, have a happy first 2 nights of Hanukkah. We will see you back here on the 8th of December. Noosh will tell us some Hanukkah stories. Noosh just learned how to count to 8. We're very proud of her. So later,
the thing is, Noosh, the next show will be fantastic because Stephen won't be on it.
That is true. I will not be on next week's show.
I'm just saying.
Oh no, we'll miss you. We'll miss you, but don't worry.
Yeah.
Always
like I miss having the hole in my head. Yeah, I miss that. Yeah.
Like missing hemorrhoids, pal. Like missing hemorrhoids.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Christ.
Right. And also, I was very serious earlier. If you are a little person and you want to come on the show,
you weren't serious,
and you want to come on the show and tell us why the M word is offensive, I would love to have that dialogue. So I will try to keep it serious.
You're just saying that because you don't want to be sued by the U.S. Association of Small People, who are going to sue your ass off.
I'd step on them. They're not going to sue me. You step on them then.
Oh my God! Terrible. Don't listen to Steven. He's crazy.
No, but no, I'm being very serious. If you want to come on, we would love to have you. And I think it'd be interesting to hear their side of the story because we've never had someone of a small stature. I
Exactly.
mean, we
And
joke about Rachel. Rachel's like 5'3" or 4", so she doesn't qualify, as we read last week. But it'd be interesting to talk to someone who is small. Then they can tell us why. And they may not find it offensive. If they do, that would be nice to understand why. I think it'd be
oh, and then
interesting for everybody.
maybe they know some people that would love to work
That
with
want
you.
to be elves for Noosh. Yes, that want to be they.
Do
And
they have to sit in
only
your
Noosh.
shop window? Is that what you're going
Yeah,
to
do
do?
they have to
Have like
sit in
a
your window and wave?
Are you going
No.
to make a little workshop of so that in your shop window and they're sitting there like making stuff all day?
A little workshop.
We'll be
Like,
making
whistle while we work.
Oh wow, that's like they're gonna sing and work at the same time.
exactly.
Whistle
Are we
while
gonna
we
call you?
work.
Is your new name gonna be Snow? David fell off his chair. That's what happens when you're old. So
There's too much snow in me nose.
Oh, me no.
oh God.
All right. Well, on that
Anyway,
note,
everybody, have a happy, healthy. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.
And snow-free week.
first, go eat some chocolate.
But do we need
Whatever she
an
just
excuse for that?
Noosh, do you ending the show on French today, or are we just done?
Nous allons finir notre petit show de Noosh Bits avec un tout petit peu de chocolat français, avec une saupoudrinette de cacahuètes et avec un petit soupçon d'orange. Bonne nuit, les amours.
And David, that's your cue to end.
I'm having physical difficulties.